Evening, folks. First video for a while. We're going to quickly look at the extremely competitive Palace Shield Premier Division this year, uh, which has seen Penrith and Vernon Carus depart for the Northern League, and Morecambe and Fleetwood replace them in the Palace Shield Premier Division. It's also seen Torrizome and Exton come into the top division at the expense of South Shore and Fylde. So I think it's going to be really competitive this next year, and it'd be great to see which teams are getting overseas amateurs, if any, and which teams are able to strengthen. So that's one point. The Northern League, they'll welcome Penrith and Vernon Carus, and again, there's going to be a fight at the bottom to avoid the drop into the Palace Shield Prem. Some comings and goings in the Northern League already, with Blackpool losing a player or two, and that's partly down to the Cumbria setup, having to play a certain amount of local league players within their Cumbria team. Westmoreland League is going to be quite competitive without Carnforth, I think. Westgate are thinking about mounting a serious challenge already, and I'm sure Heysham will be strong. And I'm going to move on now to the main cricket story. I'm not going to comment on it. This is the problems at Yorkshire with their issues they've got. They're in the news at the minute. You all know what they are. I'm not going to comment on them. But what I am going to say is there's 18 counties, isn't there? Now, I think this might be a watershed moment for county cricket, especially as the problems at Yorkshire have gone up to government level. I don't want to see it, but I suspect what a possibility may be is Yorkshire may be barred from the county championship and the club may be disbanded. I don't want to see that. You might say it's unlikely, but if I were the chairman of a minor counties club, Oxfordshire, they won the NCCA Western Division 1 last year, and Suffolk won the NCCA Eastern Division 1. So they're the two strongest teams. Possibly Norfolk, they ran Suffolk quite close, but I think it's going to be Oxford and Suffolk and maybe Norfolk. Can one of those clubs feasibly look to go almost full time and replace Yorkshire in the possible chance that Yorkshire are barred from playing in county championship? I'm not sure how likely or unlikely that is. I wouldn't bet on it, or I wouldn't bet against it. But if I were a minor counties club chairman, I'll be looking at this very, very closely indeed, because I think it's a possibility, and I think those who within the minor counties who fail to prepare for this, if they fail to prepare for it, well then prepare to fail, because that's a well-known motto: fail to prepare, prepare to fail. I think one of the minor counties might get a chance to go up, if not this year, this coming season, maybe the one after, maybe 2023, and it might be the catalyst to have some sort of promotion on an automatic basis introduced. I know there's a gap, but it could be that the gap at the bottom of Division 2 of the county championship is not that different from the top of the NCCA East and West divisions. It could just be feasible that this may happen. So there we are. My thoughts on the possibility of Yorkshire being disbanded as a county cricket club and being barred from the county championship due to what's happening at the moment with many of their senior staff members, coaches, etc., committee. They seem to be dropping like flies at the minute, and so I wouldn't rule this out. Certainly a great possibility for me of a 17-team county championship in two divisions for 2022. and then the possibility of a vacancy. Now, whether that's one of the established minor county teams, or whether they would do something like perhaps invite the England Colts team in to the county championship, or alternatively invite Scotland into the county championship. I think those are all possibilities, and things that need to be looked at very carefully. In the Northern League, those of you who've got your pros sorted out already, I see Kendall have got a pro. I'm not sure whether these things have been announced fully yet. Fulwood have got a pro, that's been announced. They've got a guy through Steve Hurst, a Sri Lankan, and Kendall have a pro whose name everyone will know. Again, I'm not sure whether that's been announced yet, so I'm not going to name him, but he's a decent player, good batsman and a spinner, and he's been around the league, so you'll know him. Good luck to those of you who are getting pros. Interesting to see if Longridge do anything this year, professional-wise. Came quite close in the Northern League last year, and perhaps a professional could have helped win it for them, but they have their way that they do things, their methods, and they prefer to go with homegrown talent. How long it is until they can no longer hold on to these homegrown lads, because there are teams in the Liverpool competition particularly who do like to take local young players away, offer them a bit of cash, that kind of thing. It's worth looking around the Premier Leagues for anyone who's a stato like I am, to see if there's any other players putting in the big performances in other leagues. For example, one of the 25 ECB Premier Leagues, you can easily find out who's putting in the big performances and find players from that if you need a homegrown professional. So those are my thoughts, particularly with the emphasis on what's happening at Yorkshire. I'll let you chew that one over, and leave me a comment or send me a message if you've got anything to say. Thanks for watching, guys.